Being on retention is a lonely journey, and it's something I wanted to talk about because a lot of like YouTubers and just generally, not only in retention, in the retention community, but just generally online, a lot of people just talk about, benefits and high vibrations and all the good stuff. But I know a lot of people struggle with loneliness in today's world, including me. And I know if I'm going through something, I know a lot of other people are going through the same thing as well. We all struggle with our own things, but we often share a lot of the same struggles. And when it comes to loneliness and retention, they kind of go hand in hand in today's society because when you start retaining, you kind of open a door to a new reality that not a lot of people know about, and you can't unsee what you now know, what you now see, all the new information that you gain on retention, all the clarity, all the new perspectives, all your like perspectives about women, what you want, how you want to be, bad habits you don't want to do anymore, who you are as a person. Like, retention kind of brings up all these things for you, and it makes it very hard to, or like impossible in some ways, to go back to your old self and the comfort zone that you are used to. Like, we're so used to pushing down our feelings, and just like our everyday life is filled with coping mechanisms and ways to deal with our purposeless um reality. And for me, like, I've always been a very deep thinker and an introvert, and very much like about spiritual stuff, and just like deep thought. And I've always been lonely my whole life. I've always felt different and, you know, weird when you compare it to like social standards or whatever. Not that I think of myself as weird or like a negative, that it's a negative notation, but it's very difficult to feel different. Um, and I know a lot of men today feel lonely as well. And this whole like no fap and retention community, to me, it seems like it's almost like a cry for help in some ways, where I think it's very important that we find brotherhood in this community. And that's also one of the reasons why I started this channel. It was because I wanted to connect with like minded people and people who are on this journey with me. Because even though I'm the one making this video, like, I'm not in any way thinking I'm better than anybody else or different, like above in any way. Um, I just want to inspire people in the best way that I can with what I know and the knowledge and wisdom that I have. And I also want to bring people together and create a community where we use our energy that we have on retention to better each other, and use the energy to actually create that community, create that brotherhood, and better the world. Because I know for myself, when I'm not making these videos and I've only made them for like a week, so like, I'm very lonely, if I'm being honest. I wake up, I go to work, and I work currently at a place that I don't want to work. It's like a in between job thing. Um, and for most of my days, I'm just alone, and I'm just trying to kind of do all the good habits and staying, on track with my goals and spirituality, and like just staying in my lane, so to speak. Um, and this is not like a sad video. It's just the reality. Like, after I started a retention about like a little over 2 years ago, um, like I've had multiple relapses in between there. Um, but it opened my eyes, like I said, to a new reality and a new perspective that made made my life even more lonely. Like, I can't go on a dating app now and just, you know, talk to a random woman, or, I've never had hookups my whole life. I've never tried it. It's never my thing, but um I've used, female attention in different ways to cope with my feelings. Um Subconsciously, like, not, I wasn't conscious of it at the time. Like, we just get these little hits everywhere, and it's like, until you become conscious of these things, it just seems normal. Like, just getting a little validation there, like caring about what they think, what she think, who you're with, who you know, like opinions about you, all these things. And after retention, you just become aware of all of this. And not just that you become aware, but you actively challenge yourself to become aware of your own habits, your own actions, and your own beliefs. And you're working towards your higher self, or your highest self, which is a good thing. But I just feel the need to make these videos more raw and real compared to a lot of the other channels that I see. I don't watch a lot of, retention content, but I've seen a couple people, and it almost seems like people just show off benefits, and it's all they do. Like, every video is just like, see my retention, like, I'm attracting everything in my life. Everything is so great. Like, if you start retention, your life will be great from the very moment you start. Just give it 3 days and you're good. And like, I'm not gonna say there's no truth in that. Like, there are times when I just feel absolutely amazing on retention, and just I feel that I'm generally going higher and higher and higher and going places. But these parts that I'm talking about now, like the more difficult things, they are a part of the journey, and it's a part of this whole experience called life. And it's also part of the journey to your highest self. Like, there's so many things you have to undo, so to speak, to get there, and it's really difficult. Um, and I would say the hardest thing about retention is not the urges, or for me, this is what I feel. It's not the urges. It's not the you know staying on the streak, but it's the silence in between, when you have all this energy and you just want to chill. Like, when you just want to go home and you don't want to do all these habits. Like, you've gone to the gym like 3 times already. You just want to lay down and you just want to like chill. that's when all these feelings come up, when all these like urges come up, and the more you're aware of them and the more conscious you are of them, and you can actually translate the urges into what you're feeling, then you start to realize all these um, suppressed emotions that are not now coming up on the retention or with retention. And that's part of the like lonely thing that I'm talking about, feeling lonely. And on retention as well, like you're on this journey that is very lonely within yourself as well, because you're not only lonely when it comes to not being with women, or you can't connect with so many people anymore because not a lot of people are on retention. And like if you tell someone that you're retaining, like the general population will think you're stupid, like they think it's dumb, and you will for the most part be judged for it, and you will be told that you're, like you're stupid, and that you're not living, and like whatever. But the real loneliness in or with retention is that you're peeling off layers of your old self. So you have this like in between phase where you're going towards your highest self, but you're losing your old self, and that feels very scary at times. Like you have to get to know this new self, and there's nowhere to hide anymore. You don't have any place to hide when it comes to feelings, when it comes to emotions, when it comes to who you are. Like you just have to push through all these things, push through the feelings, push through all the uncomfortable things that's coming up in yourself. Um and yeah, it can be a very lonely thing. So, for what it's worth, like that's why I created this channel. And if you like, I already have like over 100 subscribers, and I said it in some of my other videos as well. Like I am super grateful. Like I don't care about the number. Like I'm not into like attention, or like I'm not doing it for that, but just the fact and the feeling that people care about what I'm saying, and like it resonates with people and it helps people. It brings me so much joy because like I'm sharing now, like I'm going through difficult things myself and difficult feelings. And when you comment, or when people comment on my videos saying that I'm helping, or that, you know, they're feeling the same, it just feels very good because we have to support each other. We have to build each other up, and it's not a big community. It's not a big number of people that are on retention. So if you see someone retaining, and they do it for, spiritual reasons, and not just benefits and like getting girls, like that's not a good thing at all. Um, but if you see somebody who's retaining and doing it for good reasons and want to better the world and um, whatnot, like support each other, and let's build a brotherhood where we hold each other accountable, and where we help each other, and where we uplift each other, and just, go through the same struggles, and we just have somebody to talk to. So yeah, let me know if any of this resonates with you, and if you have any thoughts. And I've been thinking like I need to make a positive video soon, because until now I've just like I've used this channel kind of to channel my anger a lot. It's not really anger, it's more passion. Like I'm just passionate about this, and I'm passionate about you having a good world to live in, and me, and just like it's all love. So, but I just found it kind of funny that I'm making like retention videos, and everything is just like fuck this and fuck that. Like it's kind of funny. And now I'm making this like I'm lonely. Like I'm gonna make some positive videos soon. So if you're on retention, just keep going. Like I swear, it's a good thing. It's not a bad thing at all. And yeah, it's just that we're just honest. That's it. Like all the people that are doing PMO, and like most of society is just hiding behind the things that I'm talking about now and the things that you're feeling. And we just need to have an outlet and a place to talk about it so we can support each other. That's what I'm trying to say. So yeah, that was it for this video. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.